Literally everybody in the space has read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers by now, and everyone has an irresistible offer. However, most people still cannot scale, and in this video I want to explain exactly why I believe that is, and how to actually fix it. Now, since $100 million offers initially dropped, everybody has been going crazy about, having the best offer, since the offer is apparently king. However, nowadays, every single person that you come across seems to be guaranteeing you 20 clients in 30 days, or you don't pay, with these crazy ass guarantees. Even though you literally haven't closed a single client in the last 2 months, right? But completely leaving these crazy and absurd claims aside, how come people with these crazy ass offers are still broke 99% of the time? And how is it that some people can have completely garbage offers and they're still making 100k a month plus? That is the problem that we're going to be tackling in this video. What is happening right now is that literally about 99% of the market have an irresistible offer, while 99% of the market also has never signed a client before, they have no client results, and they have absolutely no clue how to deliver their service. Right, so how the hell does that work? Okay, now I believe, and this is the solution that I'm going to be explaining in this video, is due to the fact that people completely misunderstood $100 million offers and are now trying to take the easy way out by having the offer make up for other necessary parts of the business. Okay, and I've broken this video up into 3 sort of segments. First is what is that misunderstanding all about? Okay, 2 is what is the easy way out that everybody's taking, and then 3 is making up for other parts of the business and how you can actually escape this flywheel, which is essentially the reason why people with guarantees still can't make money. Okay, so point A is the misunderstanding of Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers. Now, to make it absolutely clear, I'm not, hating on Alex Hormozi in this video. He obviously knows what he's talking about. He's made a lot of money and he gives away very good value in his videos. This is just about how people took this book and what sort of conclusions they drew from it that led to this, crazy oversaturation in the space. And, the market always evolves. At the time of the book drop, maybe offer was king, but nowadays, with what is happening in the marketplace right now, the offer definitely isn't king. Okay, and that's also what I'm going to explain in this video. So first thing, the misunderstanding of $100 million offers. Okay, now most people seem to think that the main takeaway from the whole entire book is about literally the headline and the one-liner that you put into your bio. They literally think that the offer is literally just what you put into your bio, and that's it, and then you have some crazy risk reversal, right? And I mean, in a way that is true, right? That is supposedly the offer, but I actually believe that from Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers, we can draw some much more powerful conclusions, okay? And that is that we can actually interpret the book and we can take the same insights from it as it relates to creating our actual product, right? So how we actually deliver the service. So we can literally take his same value equation, instead of just using it in the one-liner and what we actually offer to people, we can actually use it to build our product, right? Like, what sort of deliverables can we add to decrease the time delay, or decrease the effort and sacrifice, or to increase the perceived likelihood of achievement, right? And then you actually add all of that into your product to actually make your product itself better. So basically, instead of focusing on the front end of the offer, which is literally just what the people see, we actually focus on the back end, right? And this effect can be much more powerful, right? Because what gets you word of mouth is your product, right? What you actually deliver to the clients, right? What gets you client results? Product. Right? What gives your business actual sustainability? Having a really good product, right? And what gives you leverage? Is your product, right? And I think that is what most people have done, right? Most people have read the book, they watched the YouTube videos, and they concluded that the main takeaway was to change their Instagram bio. And I think that that's what most people have done. Most people have taken the easy way out, in the sense that they just concluded that they're going to change their bio or change their one-liner, and that is the main conclusion that they should take from $100 million offers, right? And that is the way that they should pitch their offer, by appealing to the 4 variables, right? Which is true, but I think that we can take way more out of that book, right? And so people are changing their Instagram bio. This doesn't necessarily relate to the one-liner, but I think it's hilarious how literally now everybody nowadays is a growth partner, where they've like literally never sold anything before. And the same thing with fitness coaches, right? Which is the example I want to use, right? Because it's the easiest, right? But listen, if you randomly decide to switch your niche to busy professionals, right, and you slap that in your bio, and you don't tailor your content messaging, you don't redesign your product to actually fulfill the needs that this specific avatar has, fundamentally, nothing has actually changed, okay? And that one-liner that you have in your bio will not attract these individuals, right? If you don't appeal to these people in your content, if you're not a busy professional yourself, really, you cannot just slap that into your bio and expect to attract these people naturally, right? You're going to attract who you are. That's just how it is. And you're going to attract who you speak to, not what your one-liner states. So the bio change will not attract the clients you're looking for, right? The messaging will. So let's say your offer is, I help whoever, right, lose 50 pounds or you don't pay, right? Like, every damn coach has that same exact offer, right? And what makes you think that that's enough to actually get somebody to buy from you? Okay? Because It's not. Which brings me to the point that I see people using the offer to try to make up for the fact that they are lacking in other areas of their business, right? And the main problem here is lack of trust, right? Because think about it. If you built enough trust with the prospect, would they care about your one-liner? Of course they wouldn't, right? Because they would trust that you can get that dream outcome based on what you're talking about in your content, right? And based on your client results and based on the competence that you're actually showing when expressing yourself on social media and communicating the value you can provide, right? Or at the very least, they would hop on a call with you, and there is where they'd actually learn about your product, right? So what you actually do and the mechanisms that you use in detail, right? So the solution is to just start focusing on building that trust. And I mean, Alex is doing that himself with the brand he's made up. And here's the messaging offer dynamic that I've sort of drawn out to illustrate this better, right? But basically, you build trust through value and client results, like through your content, basically, right? And then people become interested in your solution, not through the offer, not through the guarantee, but through the actual value that you provided, right? And then they book a call to learn more. And then you present your offer, or what should I say, your actual product on the call itself, okay? And that is when you close. All right, but the problem is that when you lead with the actual offer and you lead with the guarantee, that people don't have the chance to actually build that trust with you and differentiate you from the rest of the marketplace, because you're just literally copy pasting the exact same offer that everyone else has, right? Whereas if you focus on the trust, that's where you can differentiate yourself, right? Because people can obviously copy your offer, but they can't copy you, right? And that is the entire point of this sort of presentation here, I guess, right? And here is the one-liner flywheel, okay? So basically, when you focus on the one-liner, when you are one of the millions of fitness coaches that are trying to target busy professionals without doing anything else to actually cater to these people, when you're one of the thousands of growth partners that have the exact same bio and they talk about the exact same concepts in their content because they're just regurgitating what they heard somewhere else, right? This is what happens, okay? Everyone has the same offer, right? That is what's happening right now with most people, okay? No one is listened to or trusted, right? Because people have been burned many times before, right? And it just becomes another race to the bottom. Just as it's a race to the bottom where you are a commodity, so you're just, selling the same thing everybody else is selling. You're not positioning yourself as different. Having the same offer also contributes to that, right? And it's just another race to the bottom. Every single one of these, I'm sorry for hating on you guys, by the way, but I mean, it's just like what I'm saying. I bet you that all of these guys, right, if you don't have client results, if you don't have the brand, if you just have that in your bio, that changes absolutely nothing, right? And I bet you that all these guys are still competing on price, even though the whole premise of the growth partner model is that you find one really high ticket client and then you take equity and then you scale them and you solve all the problems that a business has. Not if you're positioning yourself this way. So you charge less and less, right? Which means that you get worse and worse client results because there's less commitment. You can actually fulfill, and just the fact that you have to charge less and less means you're a commodity and no one cares about your service. And then you attract the worst quality clients, right? Because you don't have any client results, you don't have any leverage built up whatsoever, right? And then because you attract the lowest quality clients, you have to keep charging less and less, you get worse client results, and you keep attracting shitty clients. So having a good offer and a product is obviously important, right? It is necessary to build a long-term business that actually gets client results, right? But the point is that without the right messaging to actually attract your ideal client for you, you will either not be trusted with your one-liner, right? Because you're making like 3 tips to lose weight content and you have busy professionals in your bio. They do not give a shit, right? And you will not be trusted in the fact that the solution is catered towards them, right? And you will never get anyone on the actual sales call to present your actual value proposition, right? And what you can actually do for the person, right? Because you haven't built up that trust beforehand. So the whole point of this video, I guess, is to say that although a couple of years ago, offers may have been king, offers right now are definitely not king. Okay, I think that what's king is content and the actual messaging and building trust with the marketplace before you pitch them. And I have another video coming out soon. It's basically about like the funnel structure that we use for all of our clients and for ourselves. Not a specific ad, but the actual structure of the funnel and how you can optimize every step of the way to make it convert best. I just dropped my pen. And that structure reflects very well what I talked about in this video. But that's the basic premise, okay? So, I mean, that is pretty much it. That's it. That's like everything that I wanted to touch on in this video. Let me know if this was clear and if it was valuable. Let me know if you guys like this new style of me being bigger at the side of the camera and then the actual presentation being more to the side and it being in gamma, which is what I'm using for this presentation. And yeah, overall I appreciate watching. I hope you got some value out of it. I'm going to bloop up a video that you can watch next, which is about what I actually do for my clients, how we actually implement this along with like the funnel model that I just mentioned inside their businesses. And yeah, if you already know what that's about, if you want to see if I can help you scale on a done for you basis, book a call. If not, all good. You can keep watching the content, getting some free value, and yeah, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon.